Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay, I guess that's just saying no then. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to this week of Wednesday Night Dash. One more time for the Season 7. Today is the championship race at Phoenix Raceway. Real quick before we get started, let's take a look at our track stats. Phoenix is a 1 mile, technically short track. You've got 11 degrees of bankings in turns 1 and 2. You got 9 degrees of banking in turn 3 and 4, and 11 degree banking through the dog leg, which the dog leg is going to be very important here tonight. We're going to see if any drivers decide to cut the dog leg, because there are no track limits or track restrictions at Phoenix, so you can go anywhere that is not blocked by a wall. Today's session, 10-minute practice, 5-minute 2-lap qualification, and a 70-lap race with a competition caution at lap 30. Okay, guys, there is something crazy going on in the point standings. Tyler Vickery leads the way at 186 points, with Colton Gardner at 170 points. Then third place is Brian McKinney with 98. Then fourth place, Dalton Wicker with 83. Kian McAravey with 71. Caden with 63. Eric Richardson with 63. Andrew Hewitt with 45. Ian Miller with 42. DJ Fluck with 34. Jesse Fox with 30. Justin Neves with 25. Scott McHarris with 15. Mark Vickers with 10. And closing out, Eric Blum at 2. Now here's the thing. Tyler Vickery is looking to clinch his championship today, while Colton Garner is fighting back. There are a whole lot of ways this championship can fall down. Now, for Tyler Vickery to clinch the championship, all he has to do is get a third place finish or better. So he just needs to get on that podium, and he will clinch the championship. He can also clinch if Colton doesn't win and finishes 8th place or better, which there's only about 6 drivers. There's only about 6 drivers registered tonight, 6 or 7, and So Tyler Vickery will be able to get in that way. Colton Gardner. Now, it's a long shot, but it is possible. He must win, sweep all the bonus points, and Tyler Vickery must finish 4th or worse. Now, he won't need all of the bonus points if Tyler finishes below 4th, but those bonus points definitely help. Now, there is a possibility for a tie. Now, it's super unlikely, but it is possible. That is if Colton wins and collects all the bonus points and Tyler finishes 4th with only 1 bonus point. So let's say Tyler leads a lap, but he doesn't lead at the stage and he doesn't get the pole, and Colton wins, then they can tie, and Tyler finishes 4th. There's a possibility for a tie. Now that's all a whole lot of information. So luckily tonight we have a live points counter. I have it right there, and I have a Excel spreadsheet open. That I can add in the points manually, and that ticker on the left right here will go up, or on the right, excuse me. And that ticker will go up and down. Well, not down, it'll go up depending on who has what points. So everybody will see in real time who the winner of the championship is at the end of this race. Now, we have qualifying starting just now. Tyler Vickery is on the racetrack. Also, excuse my taskbar down here. iRacing did something weird to where it's showing my taskbar, and I apologize for that. But yeah, so we'll just have to deal with that, but it won't be too bad. Okay, and right now, Colton Gardner is sitting on top of the board, but each of these drivers have one more lap left. Colton Gardner is going to come around turns 3 and 4 to set his second time, and he improves on it. So right now, it looks like Colton Gardner is going to be your pole sitter. We still have a couple drivers out qualifying right now. Colton Gardner is done with his qualifying. Brian McKinney is on the track right now. Good run for him. And don't count out the battle for position 3, the final podium spot in our championships. Brian McKinney. Actually, Dalton Wicker is not here tonight, so Brian McKinney is going to clinch up 3rd place. So good for Brian. So really, I should make, let's do a little bit of quick editing. This is going to be a little weird, but hey. Let me go into this, and I'm going to try and quick. Don't. Okay. There we go. Scoot this down. Let me scoot this down. Okay. Now we have the live point total between Tyler Vickery and Colton Gardner. And Colton Gardner is on the pole. So we're going to go ahead and give Colton Gardner his pole point. So that gap between the two of them are now...
All right. Lap 30 is the competition caution, 3-0. Good luck. And again, it's been a pleasure racing with everybody this season, and all year for that matter.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to drag in Colton, and it's Hunter in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. starting on pole, exactly what you need to do to kick off this night. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I hope we can pull it off here tonight. um, I needed to get that pole right there to get some points back. Hopefully, it all pays off in the end, and we can bring it home tonight.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was gonna say, well, definitely. Will you have a good race? I see you're rolling off now, so good luck.
Sir, thank you. Have a good broadcast.
Thank you. All right, Tyler, it's Hunter in the booth. You got a copy?
Well, I don't know if you said anything, Hunter, but I hear you on the broadcast.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say that you're rolling off P2 today, and actually, I'm gonna have to kick you out because you guys are about to go green. Sorry for the late interview. Good luck today. Sorry, I caught that off by just a little bit, but they're about to take the green flag. Colton Gardner, Tyler Vickery, the battle for the championship as they come through turns 3. They're getting close to the Geico restart zone, and green flag is out. Colton Gardner gets a really good jump, and Tyler Vickery is actually going to fall back to 3rd place. Colton Gardner is going to take that dog leg. It's going to go way... low. But he's going to be clear so far as the battle rages on for P2 and P3. Ian Miller looks underneath of Tyler Vickery, and Tyler Vickery falls back to 4th place. Tyler's going to get a run on the outside there, but Colton Gardner leads lap 1, so we're going to quickly shuffle and give him 1 more point. Oh! As Ian Miller gets turned by... Ian Miller gets turned by Tyler Vickery, it looked like. Ian Miller looked fast, so that's quite unfortunate, actually. But Ian Miller looks like he can hang on, and hopefully he does not lose a lap. Looking back up front, everybody gets single file for now. It's like Colton Gardner leading the way, Brian McKinney in 2nd, Tyler Vickery in 3rd, DJ Fluck in 4th, Andrew Hewitt in 5th, as Andrew Hewitt gets into the wall a little bit there. And Ian Miller rolling up 6th, but he's only about 8 seconds off the pace, or off the leader right now. So if Ian Miller can just keep his, if he can just keep his head clear, he should be fine as they get to the competition yellow. But Colton Gardner doing exactly what he needs to do today. Colton Gardner is actually really good at Phoenix. He clinched up his Season 5 title at Phoenix. But Tyler Vickery needs to finish 4th or worse for Colton Gardner to be able to secure the title. So Tyler Vickery does not want to get passed by anybody else. And it looks like Andrew Hewitt may have dropped out. I don't know if that was an internet issue or if that was if he got into an accident, but Andrew Hewitt is out early. Unfortunate for him. Bit of a slow roll tonight with only 5 drivers, but everybody just calming down. Tyler Vickery starting to make a run on Brian McKinney, just hunting him down bit by bit. That time by Tyler Vickery was a good amount faster than both Colton Gardner and Brian McKinney. Now only 0.5 of a second. Two. Brian McKinney. As Tyler Vickery is looking to make a move here on Brian McKinney. Brian McKinney going into defense mode. Now, real quick, let's take a look once again at the clinching scenarios for Tyler Vickery and for Colton Gardner. Now, for Colton Gardner to win, Tyler Vickery has to finish 4th or worse. Which, honestly, it doesn't look like the case right now. Tyler Vickery looks hot on the track. But Brian McKinney's doing a good job of holding him down. Tyler Vickery is actually having quite a bit of internet issues as he's blinking out quite a lot. But these two are in a heated battle for that position 3. As Tyler Vickery is going to cut the dog leg and get right in front of Brian McKinney. Now, can Brian McKinney fight back? Doesn't look like it. But if Tyler Vickery is going to continue to have internet issues, that's going to be a bit sketchy. Gonna look back up at our leader. Everybody's pace is slowing down just a bit. But that gap staying about 2 seconds. And now Tyler Vickery is starting to pull away from Brian McKinney just a bit. But that gap to the lead is not getting smaller. Even though Tyler Vickery is running about a 10th faster than Colton Gardner. All right, already almost 20 laps into this thing. And we're getting close to the stage break. Now, I wonder if Ian Miller is going to be a contender. He's sitting P5 right now, but Ian Miller was looking really fast on the short run before he got wrecked by Tyler. At least I think that was by Tyler. I don't want to throw shade the wrong way, but from what I could see by how quick it was, it looked like Tyler just tapped the back of Ian Miller and spun him around. But Ian Miller is able to hang on. They're getting that gap is closing, but if Ian Miller can hang on to this lead spot, he'll be able to pit with no issues. Let's see where Ian Miller is at. Ian Miller is just coming around turn 3. And now Colton Garner is coming around that turn. Actually, that's turn 2, excuse me. So that's about how far the gap is. Let's go out to our helicopter. So Ian Miller just needs to hold him off for that amount of time. And Tyler Vickery is actually starting to close the gap up by a good amount. Tyler Vickery is only right there. That time by, Tyler Vickery was 0.3 faster than Colton Gardner. This is definitely going to be a fight. These drivers are going to fight until the very end. Tyler Vickery's trying to rob Colton Gardner of one more bonus point to try and make sure that he is super secure. But by the way things are running, Tyler Vickery's going to have championship all but secure. Now, it's interesting to point out that Tyler Vickery usually isn't that good at Phoenix. I know that's what kind of decided the championship in season 5 is Tyler Vickery had kind of a bad incident at this final race, and that took him out of contention for the championship. So as long as Tyler Vickery can keep a clean nose for the rest of this race, he'll be able to be good to go. Now this gap is closing, only about 0.7 now for this stage win. So we've got about 4 laps to go till the end of the stage. Or 3 laps to go. You can see the different lines that each driver is taking. Colton Garner is trying to hang on for dear life to get this stage win. Whoa, Colton Garner gets really loose. He's driving one heck of a race car right now. 2 laps to go till the stage end. The gap is about 0.6. Colton Garner going way high through turns 1 and turns 2 there. You go down the front straightaway. One more time around till the stage end. Can Colton Garner just hang on to it? He's led every lap so far. He needs to get that most laps led bonus point. there is the stage break. Colton Garner will bring it home. P1. Tyler Vickery will get P2. Brian McKinney P3. DJ Fluck P4. Ian Miller P5. Jump in real quick and give Colton Garner that stage win. Colton Garner doing exactly what he needs to do right now. The only other bonus point he still needs to get is most laps led, and Tyler Vickery needs to finish 4th. Let's see. It's time for the pit stop. The field catches the pace car. They pull it down pit road. Got Colton Garner, Tyler Vickery, and Brian McKinney in this first group. DJ Fluck and Ian Miller are still trying to catch up. All right, it all comes down to this, the money stop. Those drivers need to get into their box with no issues. So far, so good. Oh, these drivers are going to be pretty much even as they exit pit road. Brian McKinney is off. And Brian McKinney is going to steal second, from Tyler Vickery. What a pit stop by Brian McKinney. Still on pit road, DJ Fluck and Ian Miller. So as they run, Colton Garner, Brian McKinney, Tyler Vickery, DJ Fluck, and Ian Miller. They catch up to the pace car now, as there's about 40 laps to go. So if Colton Garner can lead till lap 37, right? Yeah, if Colton Garner could lead till lap let's just say 40 to be safe, then he will lock up that lead most laps point as well. Because then there will only be 30 laps left in the race, and Tyler Vickery won't be able to get there. But Tyler Vickery restarting 3rd is going to be interesting because Ian Miller is restarting 5th. Which means that Ian Miller is going to be right behind Tyler Vickery. And as it looks, Tyler Vickery is on pit road. I wonder why he's on pit road again. Tyler Vickery pulls it down pit road, but so he's going to be restarting 5th. I wonder what's the deal here. Maybe he's going to try and get new set of tires to maybe have like one extra set of tires. But the field is 2x2 now. Let's see if Tyler Vickery is going to be... Okay, this is going to be an interesting strategy call. But the pace car is off. And Tyler Vickery is going to be coming up really quick. Is he going to try and pull a special move? Let's see where he's at. Okay, he's at the tail end of the field. So it's Colton Gardner and Brian McKinney. And the green flag is out. We're racing again at Phoenix. Now all the drivers go on down to the apron as Ian Miller looks to be getting passed up by or by Tyler Vickery, excuse me. And Ian Miller makes a really good switch move. Can he stick it? He's going to look low. And they're still not clear. Ian Miller's going to go down to the apron again. And these drivers are still side by side as they come through turns 1 and 2. Down the straightaway now. Ian Miller is still there. He is making this as hard as possible for Tyler Vickery. Now, this is the spot that counts. If Ian Miller can get clear of Tyler Vickery, then that could determine this championship fight. Oh, as it looks like they're going to roll 3 wide. They're going to be 3 wide. Ian Miller through the middle as they get around DJ Fluck, but they're still not clear. Ian Miller giving it all he has. Ian Miller gets a good run through turns 2. They're door to door as they go down the straightaway. Ian Miller's just got clear, and oh, he's going to really send it in there. Almost took out Tyler Vickery. That would have been interesting. But Tyler Vickery is going to get clear of Ian Miller. Can Ian Miller fight back, or did he... Or was it too strong? Ian Miller's got to take it easy on his tires, but now Tyler Vickery is at a tire disadvantage to Brian McKinney and Colton Garner. Ian Miller is just really sending it in there now, which I think it might be too little too late. As it is lap 40, Colton Garner has led 40 laps out of 70, which means that he is going to secure that most laps led point as well. So Colton Garner sweeps the points, but is he going to be able to secure the championship unless Tyler Vickery has an incident? I'm not really sure. Because right now, let's just say this isn't official yet, but if Colton wins, he'll get 25 points. If Tyler comes second, he'll get 18 points, which will put Tyler ahead. Reset those real quick. Back to it they are. So Colton Garner fans out there are hoping for Tyler Vickery to have some sort of incident, and Tyler Vickery fans out there just need this race to run incident free, and he will have the championship cinched up. Colton Garner is doing a good job, though. He's had an incredibly strong pace all race. A bit of a battle starting to form between Brian McKinney and Ian Miller. Ian Miller's still giving it everything he has every single lap, which honestly is mad respect. Ian Miller showing amazing improvement throughout this whole season, especially not being an oval discipline driver. But now I think at this point we can comfortably call him an oval racing driver because he puts on a show pretty much every week. He's making moves that only the pros can do, and he's able to stick them as well. Right now, trying to make a move on Brian McKinney. That last time by, they ran pretty much identical laps, but that gap closing more and more. Tyler Vickery is actually starting to close the gap on Colton Gardner. They're only about 0.7 of a second away. Now 6/10 is the gap between Tyler Vickery and Colton Gardner. These two have been lightning all season long. It's been either Colton Gardner or Tyler Vickery getting the wins, or Dalton Wicker, but Dalton Wicker has been having some issues the past couple of races. So, and it's unfortunate that he didn't show up tonight. I think it would have been a good battle for third place overall if Dalton Wicker showed up tonight. But that gap between the lead is shrunk even more. Tyler Vickery now only 0.3 back from Colton Gardner. Coming to about 19 laps to go as they cross the line. And this gap is just shrinking more and more. Tyler Vickery fighting for everything he has. About 2.5 tenths. Only about 0.2. This gap shrinking each lap. These two drivers ran about the exact same lap time that time by. Oh, as Tyler Vickery licks the wall, but it's not going to hurt him too much. Tyler Vickery is right to the back bumper of Colton Gardner. Tyler Vickery is going to send it in. A little deep. And he's there. Looking to the outside of Colton Gardner. He's going to wrap the top. Is he going to go for the crossover move? Looks like it. Colton Gardner wiggles loose just a bit, and as they go down the straight, Tyler Vickery to the inside of Colton Gardner for the race lead. And these two are still fighting extremely hard with only 14 laps to go. Colton Gardner gets around top once again. And he's going to get back clear of him. What a move by Colton Gardner. Now that gap's increased to about 0.3 of a second again. Go through turn 1 and turn 2. Pirates fighting for their lives. Now, only 12 laps to go. It's like turns 3 and 4. About to be 11 laps to go. Gap's open to about 0.3 of a second. Colton Gardner going way low. Tyler Vickery falling off the pace by just a tad, but there is only 10 laps left here, ladies and gentlemen. I think Tyler Vickery wants this. Wants this victory just to maybe put the final nail in the coffin for him, but he's got the championship as of right now. Nine laps to go. I think Tyler Vickery just said maybe it's not worth fighting so hard. He doesn't want to wreck himself. Maybe his car's starting to slip away just a bit and he'd rather be safe than sorry. Because if he spins out and Brian, Ian, and DJ get in front of him, that's the championship title lost. So maybe Tyler's just going to hang back for these final 7 laps. But it still looks like he's fighting. Six laps to go here. As they're basically cutting the dog leg every single lap. At this point, you have to cut the dog leg every single lap. Five to go now. The gap almost to a second. There, if Tyler Vickery is having some issues with that car. It looks to be holding on. Let's take a look for the inside. Tyler Vickery for about a lap. So he cut in the dog leg by a considerable amount. Both these drivers look like they're fighting really, really tight race cars. Oh, Tyler Vickery blinks out momentarily. They're starting to blink out a lot. Not sure what's going on there, but Tyler's having some blinking issues, but that's giving him like a little boost to speed. Now the gap down to 0.6 as they come down the straightaway. Two laps to go, and actually real quick, there's a battle forming between, DJ Fluck and Ian Miller. DJ Fluck tries to cut the distance by a little too much and hits the wall, but I was watching that battle develop on the relative. That was a pretty good battle between these two. Like looking back up front, Tyler Vickery blinking in and out tremendously, but it's the white flag one more time around here for Season 7 Wednesday Night Dash. Tyler Vickery gets into the wall. They come through the straightaway. They're really going to have one more opportunity. Tyler Vickery gets into the wall once again. But Colton Gardner is going to come through turns 3 and 4, and Colton Gardner is going to win the race here at Phoenix. And Tyler Vickery is going to come home as the Season 7 champion. Let's update those points totals as we can see real time who your 7 champions are. Tyler at 204 points and Colton Gardner at 199 points. By that much, a 5-point difference to determine your champion here at Phoenix. Real quick, I'm gonna pop these people into our broadcast booth as they're doing a dual burnout. All right, as you guys are doing the nose to nose burnout. Oh. They're climbing on top of each other. But first I want to talk to Colton Gardner. Colton, you got every single bonus point, exactly what you needed to do, but just fell up short by 5 points. 5 points is what determined the championship. Colton, tell me about your night.
Well, came out and did what I had to do. 5 possessions throughout the season, pretty much, is what cost me the championship. But congrats to Tyler. That was really cool for him. He put up one heck of a fight there at the end, and I'm a little flustered I came up a little short, but it was a fun season. I was glad to be able to come back this season. I've been through a lot lately, and even just be able to race with all these guys, and everybody is awesome, and I just wish could have got 5 more points.
Yeah, well, definitely good job all around. You stole the show tonight. Led pretty much every single lap. I think there may have been one lap that Tyler stole from you, but you led pretty much every single lap. Like you said, you did exactly what you had to do.
Yeah, and this was a fun season. The ARCA car is they turned out to be pretty fun. Every time we bring these things out, we put on good shows, and um, thanks to DJ and Eric for all that they do, putting on this league every season. Um, and if I could, I just want to say thank you to all my sponsors and everybody that makes this thing possible. Thanks to Jiffy Lube, French Broadfire and Rescue, Castle Garen Creations, W, uh, and Carolina Krakens. I want to thank the spotter that I had um, for the last 3 races. He was a big help because I don't think I could have done a whole lot of this stuff without him this season towards the end. And just thanks to all my parent, my mom for being supportive, my brother, my sister, all of them. They've been really supportive. My pastor through all these hard times. I'm very grateful to be able to do this with everybody, and thanks to everybody for everything. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm going on a little tangent. My bad.
Well, we thank you for your awesome performance throughout your whole stint that you've had in this league. Done great things, but that's all I have for you tonight. You go and enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes, sir. Thank you, DJ, for everything, and congrats, Tyler. You deserve it.
All right, and our season 7 champion, Tyler Vickery. All you had to do was get a podium, and you had this thing pretty much clinched up. Tell me about your night.
Yeah, I was gonna trying hard to get the pole position, but didn't work. Knew what I needed to do, so I figured I might as well try to at least put on a show because that was fun. Especially hats off to Colton this entire season. It's been wild. It's just fun. I'm kind of glad we finished that Phoenix, especially how we can set up here in Victory Lane. So like Colton can have a few little screenshots here real quick, and then I'm gonna pull up and get our screenshots before the session fully ends here in a minute. Because yeah, that was just oh my gosh, that was just amazing. What this whole season was just yeah, it was a lot of work.
Yeah, these ARCA cars never fail to disappoint. Um, I knew it. It's you and weird pit strategies is kind of like your thing because I know in the next gen season you kind of did the exact same thing where you pit again, while they were like double filed, one to go green. So tell me what was going through your mind on why you decided to pit once again.
Well, I it kind of backfired on me. My original intention was to steal a point, and knowing I can just go through pit road and just go all the way through, and I would have led the lap coming out of the pits, but I figured I was as close to Colton as I was, so I was like, you know what? Let me take an opportunity to try to see if I can pull off a win here and or pull off at least get pull off the restart where I can at least start in the front row and everything like that and lead a lap and get the point that way. Well, that kind of backfired. So falling down the third. So I figured I'm like, you know what? Let me just get another lap of fresh tires and see what happens there. Because figured I might as well since if I just play it patience and that second half, especially with how we did the first half, just play patience and make the right moves when I can. I mean, granted, that 3 wide move we did with Ian and DJ, that was yeah, hair raising because I knew one little error I was going to be toast. So that was yeah, a little bit of a scary moment, but was able to just settle down and make it work.
Yeah, I know. I saw on that kind of battle, Ian Miller was fighting you super hard to try and keep that position, and at one point he actually almost took you out. Luckily he didn't, but he sent it really hard into I think it was turn 3, and he almost took you out. But I'm sure you were you pit again to get a tire advantage, and then Ian Miller was fighting you each lap like it was the white flag.
Yeah, and then even like at the start of the race when I was backing off at the start to just save some tires, see what the tires are gonna do, the how long the tires would last for at the start, and then start pushing. Ian gave me a heart attack moment because coming out of three, I noticed the rear got loose on him, like just like with my car, it gets loose, and next thing you know, I see Ian going absolutely 90 degrees sideways in front of me, and I thought, well, this is it.
Now I didn't know because I got a bad view of it. Did you two make contact, or did he just spin on his own?
I didn't have any contact that popped up on my end. I don't know if Ian did, but from my vantage point, it looked like Ian just like it just like a flat spin on him. But because I backed off on the corner, and then when he was coming through, he was still coming in a little hot though. I felt like, but I don't know. I'll have to find out from Ian if it was just if he just overdrove the corner a little bit, got on the throttle early because this track and this car combo, it's if
I
you get
can
on the throttle too
I can
early.
confirm he got onto the throttle too early and just spun it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, these cars, especially with this track, if you get on the gas a little too heavy, it's that rear becomes very light very quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Oh my goodness, I still couldn't believe it how wild that race was. But I'm glad we put on a show even with six cars because we did that was a lot of fun. Made it very interesting, especially Brian having a great pit stop and everything. So I'm happy with the second. I still was pushing all the way to the end, trying to see if I can make Colton make any mistakes because it's pretty much was back and forth between him and I the entire season. And hey, I'm glad I was able to get a little bit more points to beat Colton out. And I think out of the 7, 8 seasons that Wednesday Night Dash is running, I think this is probably like one of our closest finishes to the season. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that is all I have for you tonight, Tyler Vickery.
Appreciate it.
Um,
Yep. I just remembered too. I know some of the guys are watching later on. I forgot the New Smyrna logos. I got to give some shout outs to a few people. Joe Rousseau had a great season. Coming to the end. I've always been sending him videos. He's been talking about it a lot. Just giving him a shout out. Also to I talked to Blake Klauser. He is our track champion for the Super Stocks. Brandon Monroe, which I pick fun with him all the time. He's literally the Matt Kenseth for our track for New Smyrna Speedway. He won Bomber A division, as well as also we had a few. I believe Jared Corpy is our Mod Mini champion. So shout out to those guys on winning the championship, and I'm cheering on Frank Button on the 28th. They have their last race of the season for their Crown Vic V6 V8 class, and I'm hoping he's able to hang on for the championship. Going to be a lot of fun there, and then pretty much prepping for Governor's Cup and hoping I can get an opportunity to race with Dustin Higdon Racing. Waiting to hear more on that, and that's going to be a big 2 day weekend. So looking forward to that. But yeah, definitely the top coat guys to the Bromley family, Frank Button, Holly for New Smyrna Speedway, Rusty and them. Shout out to all of them guys because they give me a ton of support, and VSM Racing, all of them pick fun with me no matter what, and shout out to them. And then also my girlfriend, she always picks fun with me with the sim racing, but she sees what I'm able to do. And even though at times she's seen what it's done with some of the opportunities I've gotten in real life, it's she supports me a lot, and I appreciate it from her. So definitely shout out to all of them.
all right. Tyler Vickery, your season 7 champion. All right, and before we go, DJ, I see you're in here. Give me a little information of what we'll expect in next season, which should be coming in early January.
Yeah, that's correct. Thanks everybody once again for tuning in. I'm amazed at the turnout watching us live every week, and just want to thank everyone for tuning in. And when Eric and I started kind of doing this as a hobby in August of 2001, and we're like, March of next year, we're going to make this a thing. And we had a very rough start, made a lot of mistakes, but we've got a pretty well-oiled machine now. So we are going to take some time off and enjoy the holiday season. And we'll be back sometime in early January. We don't have the schedule yet. Don't have the car finalized yet, but expect more of the this great action. And we're still, we're going to be actively recruiting. We want to get our numbers up. We had some people that had some schedule conflicts that it didn't work out. They couldn't make it every week, but we want to get 15, 20 people out there every week is our goal here. And don't get me wrong, we had 6 out here tonight and we put on quite a show even with only 6 cars, but we're trying to get those numbers up. So if you're interested, head over to frracingonline.com/WND. Information's there. You can go ahead and fill out a registration form. We have it up already, even though we don't have the details yet. So keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Stadium Scene TV will be showing some new episodes coming out. We got House of Hockey on Thursdays at 5 p.m. We've got Stranded in Pittsburgh for those Pittsburgh sports fans at 11 a.m. Eastern on Fridays. My show, FR Racing's Garage Talk, will be replayed on Stadium Scene TV Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Daily Drivel will be back in a couple weeks, and we're working on getting a couple other shows. So there's going to be plenty of content out here, even though we won't have any live racing for the most part. Maybe we have a surprise event here or there. But keep an eye on that. Thanks again, everybody. And Tyler, Colton, great job this year. Hunter, I know it was a tough decision for you to step out of the car and come into the booth, but you did an awesome job and really appreciate all the work you did on the broadcast.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna close us out today. Like DJ said, sometime in January we'll be back with season 8. Definitely be fun. I guess I'll decide later whether or not I want to step into the car again, or maybe I'll run up broadcast. Who knows? I guess we'll just have to see. But that is all I have tonight. Make sure to check out all the socials, Stadium Scene, FR Racing, all that good stuff. That's all for me. Goodbye.